Pace car is off, green flag is out, and we are racing from the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Tom Voss leads the field to the green. And off into turn 1 we go, and Gavin Sanders got a great jump off the green flag command. And already up into second place. And already challenging Tom Voss on the inside into turns 3 and 4, and Sanders goes to the lead. Lap 1 of 83 in the books, 125 miles of course, it is the Charlotte 125.
Caution, yellow flag.
And the caution is out right away on lap 2. We're not seeing anything really. Looking from high above, and it looks like the purple car there got the apron and perhaps hit the back of another car as well, and that really set off a huge chain reaction. And oh my goodness, what a crash on the start-finish straight. Thomas Geisel already out of this race. That is not great for his championship aspirations. Yeah, cannot really see it from this angle, but couldn't stop in time on the start-finish straight there, and completely rear-ended Thomas there. Pace car is off then. On lap 5, starting lap 6, Gavin gets a great jump off the restart line again, and already has an 8-9 lead into turn 1, as he is unchallenged into the first lap on the restart. Oscar Fredrickson goes to the high side on Tom Voss and takes P2. Oh, that's direct on the outside there of Winston Eckel. The two drivers going side by side right now. Ty on the outside pulls the move off and gets himself up into P4. Bit close there, but manages to hold on into the corner. So good move from him. Oh, car off in the infield, and who is that? Cannot see who that is. Not gonna shout names yet before I know who it is, but car off into the infield, hit the inside wall there. And it was Devlin Carrasco out of this race, but of course spun to the inside of the track, so no caution. We stay green. Drivers really stepping up their game this time around, as Tom Voss's car pushes up the track there but keeps it out of the wall. Drivers really need to make their moves early on in the stints as the tires go off. Ooh, that was close for Winston Eckel there. You could see the error wash. The car just wants to push up the racetrack, really go straight into the wall is really what the cars want to do in that dirty air. As Winston loses a position to Lewis Woodall. Oh, another car off in the infield. That's Kevin Poon. Also spins out of turn 4. Once again spins to the inside, so we stay green. Turn 4 is really the danger zone, around this track at least. There's a nasty little bump as you come off the banking. Of course, when you come off the banking onto a straightaway, it's already tricky, but add a bump and it is recipe for disaster. Already caught 2 drivers out. Looking from Lewis Woodall's rear wing. 2 drivers going side by side here. Winston Eckel on the inside, retakes that position. Of course, lost it a few laps ago to Lewis. Lewis still hanging on the outside though, as Winston pushes up slightly, but gets the move done again. Back into P5.
The yellow flag is out.
Caution is out again on lap 24 of 83. As Gavin slows down the field and should get picked up by the pace car out of turn 2 here. There it is, the pace car. So yellow flag is out again for the second time tonight. Gavin Sanders pits, Ty Richter stays out, Winston Eckel stays out, Jensen De Leeuw stays out. Marnix Heister stays out, and everybody else pits. So Gavin in the pits. From the lead. So whilst everybody in the pits gets fresh tires and fuel, we will get a replay, and this caution appears to be from Oscar Fredrickson. He's got a 2X. There's a bump on the inside here. Looks a little tad loose, but nothing significant. Hits the apron there on the inside. Spins out of turn 2 and just about doesn't manage to keep it out of the wall. Hit the wall on the rear though, so... never mind. I was just going to say his car might be okay, but clearly some rear suspension damage on his car. The wall hit a little bit too hard. There you can see the rear wing slightly bent and the suspension doesn't look too bad, but you can certainly see that it's kind of pushed in a little bit there. So front wing damage also, so perhaps some front suspension damage too, as there's a big checkup in turn 4 on the apron there. So let's go to the green flag then. Green flag back out, lap 28 of 83, starting lap 29. Tyrick leads the field into turn 1, Winston Echo P2, Jensen De Leeuw P3.
The yellow flag is out.
And the caution is right back out for an incident involving Hugo Akesson, Daan van Hamme, and I hope not many other drivers. It's not really showing up on the timing and scoring, unfortunately. But Hugo Akesson and Daan van Hamme involved for sure. So let's go back, look at this replay. As we see Akesson backing off into turn 1. Not sure what went on there for him, but slows down. Daan van Hamme spins in turn 1 and slides back up into the track into Hugo's line. And both drivers out of the race, it seems, considering the angle that Daan hit the wall. So let's go back and get one more replay of this. Daan had a poor finish last week at Monza too, very unfortunate and unlucky last week too. But goes into turn 1, hits the bump like I was talking about earlier into turn 1, spins the car around and slides straight into the wall. The entire left side of the car is completely destroyed. So pace car pulls off here, we are green. As Marnix goes high for turn 1. And he probably hit the bump again here. No, he does not. Goes to the inside of a McLaren, and that's actually Jensen De Leeuw who spun in turn 2, and Marnix tried to avoid the incident. Car suddenly got loose, had too much wheel input in it, and the car just stepped out on him into the inside wall. Front suspension damage, and Marnix also out of this race. So that was very unfortunate for these two drivers. Jensen De Leeuw, of course, kind of causing that incident, although that sounds a bit extreme, because it was just a driver mistake, I would assume. We're gonna find out right now though. Turn 1 and 2 again. On the on the blue line, goes a little too low just a second after that onto the apron. Like I explained earlier, as soon as you hit the apron, the car just steps out on you and there's no way that you're going to save it. As Bart, 4 laps down, keeps it out of Jensen's side pod there, so still running Bart. As Jensen tried to reverse it to kind of allow Bart to get through, but Jensen has got no front wing. In the meantime, Tyler Richter has pitted. And it is showing me as Marnix on the lead lap. That is interesting. Did Marnix get his car repaired before the pace car passed him again? This is Marnix's pit stop on lap 34. Goes into the pits. When that yellow came out, of course. I believe he's got some suspension damage on it, but clearly still showing on the lead lap, so that's interesting. Pulls into the box. Right here. Oh my good lord, that he got that damage repaired so quickly. He literally had suspension damage, and you can see the pace car come on the start-finish straight right there. Marnix literally put out of the box as the pace car crossed the start-finish line. That is perfect timing for Marnix. Back to green again, lap 39 of 83. And Marnix did get out of the pits in time, so he's still on the lead lap, but 11.3 behind the race leader. But the most important fact is he is running and on the lead lap, so regardless really what happens to him from here, really you're gonna finish P7 at least. But if he just keeps driving to the finish, he's gonna finish in a brilliant 4th position. Oh, car into the wall. Spins out of turn 4. That was Winston Eckel. Ran P2. Hits the wall out of turn 4. Spins to the inside of the track. And keeps it going. And he's lucky to get away with this one. Without a penalty. Of course, if you spin to the inside, it gives you a black flag for an improper pit entrance. Not sure if the wall hit was hard or not. Looks like he's coming into the pits here, so I think the hit was pretty significant. He's going to get that damage repaired. 2 laps to go for Gavin Sanders, looking to go back-to-back on race wins. And he's really going to hand out a strong message in the championship. Of course, led this championship by 10 points entering this race. And I can tell you, he's going to lead by a lot more than that after this one. His main championship rival didn't even finish the race. Gavin Sanders going to round turn 4 and go back-to-back in the Platinum IndyCar Series. Wins at Charlotte, the Charlotte 125 presented to you by Crypto Rover. Congratulations to Gavin on another win. As Ty Richter comes through turns 1 and 2 as well now after finishing the race in the 2nd position. I believe it is his first podium in the series, so also a massive congratulations to him. Then there's a 3-lap gap to Jensen De Leeuw, who takes another podium in the series. So, after 125 miles of racing, 83 laps, Gavin Sanders is your race winner here tonight, ahead of Ty Richter. Both drivers getting a well-deserved result here. Gavin, of course, winning the race. Ty Richter getting P2. Jensen De Leeuw takes P3. 2nd podium of the season for him. Bart Verstein is multiple laps down, but does finish the race in P4, which is what matters. So great points finish for him. Winston Eckel P5. Probably hoped for better, just like everybody else really in the top 10. Of course, we had 2 drivers on the lead lap and the rest of the drivers finishing at least 1 lap down. And most drivers finishing multiple laps down as well. But Hugo Ankerson takes P6. Marnix Heister takes P7. Lewis Woodall P8. Johnny van der Kraats P9. And Oscar Fredriksson rounds off the top 10.